Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to DevFest Gorky 2018. I am Elif. Today, I am going to talk about how we open the features of our application in different ways, how we build instant apps on-demand feature, and a little about app bundle. I have been working on, for the last 7 years on mobile technologies, especially on Android, but also I develop iOS applications. And I am a Google developer expert in Android. I created the event at slide.to, and you can ask your questions with this code during my talk. After my talk, first I answer these questions, then take your questions. So let's start. It says modularity at the title, but most of us worked on monolithic applications or still working. Do we really need modularity? Yes, of course we need it because of readability, reusability for a clean architecture. But today the reason is to open our features and create feature modules. 2 years ago, Google Instant Apps introduced at Google I/O. It's just like a bridge between web apps and native Android applications. You can open a single feature of your application without downloading the whole application. Your user can download only this feature from Google Play when click a link or from an email, from a message, or just try now button from Google Play, and can try a single feature without downloading the whole application. And this year, the name changed, and it has been Google Play Instant, because games also involved to the family, and now we can experience games as instant apps. Before start, let's watch the quick video of instant apps. As you see, if you implement, there will be a try now button at Google Play. So it's easy for users, but not that easy for developers to implement this. If you use Install API, you are seeing the button. Your users can directly pass to the installed version of your instant app. And if the OS version is 8 or more, then the user data will be passed to the install app. When the instant apps first introduced, there has been a 4 megabyte limit for it. But this year, 2 beta programs were introduced to developers. One of them, 10 megabyte limit. If you register for the 10 megabyte limit program, then we can extend the size up to 10. And the second one is notifications. At first, it wasn't allowed, but again, if you register for beta program, then we can send notifications to the instant apps. Again, that's new. We can now measure the success of our instant apps. Let's say how many times it clicked, where it come from. Now it can be seen at Google Play. So why should we develop an instant experience, an instant application? First of all, conversion. You have customers, but they are not using your mobile application. they don't want to or they don't need to download the whole application, but you can give native support to them. And you can reach to new users because if there is an instant version of your application, when they search at Google, they will see the instant and also installed links, and they can now try without downloading the whole application. And the last one is new use cases. Actually, this is a list use scenario because it should be a version of your application, a part of your application. It shouldn't be another branch, another UI branch. There are some restrictions at instance apps. We can't use every permission, but we can use some of them. Actually, most used ones, course location, file location, network state, camera, internet, vibration, record audio, some of the common permissions that we can use. And instant app foreground service and read phone numbers are allowed from Android 8. Actually, I see the instant apps, the feature modularity is the base of the new things. This year at Google I/O, again, Android App Bundle introduced to us and dynamic delivery. With it, actually, we can use on-demand features and we can do our Android App Bundle instant enabled. We will go deeper after a while. It's similar to APK, but not the same thing. It's a new publishing format. We can think that it's a zip file of multiple APKs, but it's not multi-APK. It uses split APK API. We will see it later. And we don't involve the process if the multi-APK or the split APK will be used. It's all done by Google Play. Because of this, it's called dynamic delivery. It's easy for developers. And small downloads for users. How it works. It packages some small APKs for specific languages, image density, resources, and ABI. You will have one base APK. You are seeing this for that, including the all common code for each device. And let's say your application supports French and English, then there will be one French APK under that package, and another APK for English, different APKs for the supported ABIs, and also supported image densities. When the user click download at Google Play, then all the necessary resources will be packaged and sent to the users. For example, I'm using my device as English, and then I pass to the French. So what happens? That French APK will be downloaded to the device, and after that I can use it in French or in other languages like this, but for the others it's the same. One important thing is here, if you develop some customized solutions, for example, language selection, if you are not using the device language, if you select a language under settings menu or something, then you can't use this solution, but you can disable one of them if you don't want to use. And for the images, normally, if you have one set of image and didn't edit the other resolutions under the related folders, Again, still the application will use that, but it's converted. Here, if you support a specific density, then you need to upload all the images under the related folder. But if you are already doing this, most of us doing this, then it will be easier to pass app bundle. It's now supported at Google Play. And another good thing for us, bundle format is open source. So if you are not using Google Play for testing, if we have different solutions for it, again, we can integrate a bundle to our system and we can use it. It only works after Android 5, but still we don't have to do anything under 5 because the APKs will be produced as multi-APK, but Google Play will handle this. At first, we talk about feature modules, but I said we can make our app bundle instant enabled. Let's say you didn't change the structure of your application, but you are using app bundle. You can create a folder under the source folder named instant, and if you put the code that you want to open as instant application, but they shouldn't need any other resource to compile. Then again, if you create a manifest file and say it will be instant, without changing the whole structure, you can make your app bundle instant enabled, and your users can download as clicking Try Now button. And another thing, at your app bundle, if you are using app bundle and if you use that version to create your instant apps, then you need to add the instant and installed version under product flavors, but it's important your instant version code should be lower than the installed version. So now we can talk how we open the features as creating feature modules. The structure you are seeing on the screen is for a very basic app structure. Let's say we have only one feature, and we want to open it as install and also instant application. They both use it. At the base features build.gradle file, we should say it's plugin as it will be feature, and if it's base feature, we have to say the base feature is true. And it's just like a library module, actually. We should implement it under dependencies at both instant app and also install app. By the way, nothing changed at installed app version. Is the plugin is still application, and you will add the dependency as base feature. You can activate the links for Try Now button in two different ways. If you use the first solution, if you made your app bundle instant enabled, then using the first solution will be enough. But also, if you want to give your own domain and create the link as like a deep link, you can. If you have only one feature module, and let's say you don't have a domain for your application, you can use Launch API and open a specific page with on Google Play. The domain will be Google Play at that case. But if you want to use also, again, you can create your own URLs, and that doesn't have to be only one. You can open multiple features as instant. Also, it's important the UX practices for instant apps because it can be seen that the user can download only instant app, but it's still a part of your application. So you shouldn't branch your UI. And another important thing is up buttons. You can open an inner page as instant apps, and normally that page won't have the home button, or probably will have up back, but it shouldn't be. If the first page of your instant apps, the user should go out from your application using the native back button. This is important, you should handle it. But the Instant App API gives you if you are in the Instant App or in the Install app. It should be another important thing. Yes, we are reaching the Instant App. Clicking Try Now button is one of the ways we can reach. But it doesn't mean that Instant App is a trial version of your application. Your user, should complete a single feature, a single task, only using Instant App. It shouldn't say that you should download, you should click to complete the task, install the whole application. And because of the limitations and because of the reason why we develop, we shouldn't add non-functional sections to our Instant App. And at first we set dynamic features. It's again the same, we need the same modularity for dynamic features with Instant Apps. But again, after Android 5, we can give the opportunity to our users not to download the whole features at once. And if our size is a little much and we have some features that are not used so much, so we can define this as on-demand features. I am working at a finance company, and we have a finance application. Let's say that our money transfer feature isn't used so much, and we decided to take out of the original application, and the user, if just want to use it, it should be downloaded. As a user, when I click to money transfer, then I see a pop-up, and it will ask to me if you want to download this feature. If I say yes, then it will be downloaded to my phone. If you are using Android 6 or more, then you can do this smoothly, but under 6, the application should be reopened. And also, we have a manifest file for our dynamic features. Manifest tag is the same. The split name is the name at Google Play. As feature split gives us is on demand or not. This title is important. This will be the title when the user click. They will see it on the pop-up. include, as for this, you created this, but under 5, do you want to include to the APK or not? Maybe you just you don't want to include it to the original APK using the version Android 5 or before versions. And this is the app bundle directory format. We said that at the first. It's just like a zip file of multiple APKs. The base dynamic feature folders are the folders that including that features. The PB files, protobuffers actually, they are saying Google Play how will they use them. For example, at bundle config, how the bundle data will be used. At assets, how the assets will be used from Google Play. And resource, assets, and library folders are same with the original one. Root is the root folder of the whole bundle. If you want to monitor the progress while our on-demand feature downloading to the user's phone, we can monitor it by using the split install API. You can see here if the download started, ended, we can get the callbacks. What to know while doing all of this? We should, I said before, but we should edit all alternative resources and images. It's important. We need a base module that including all the common code bases for each feature. Another important thing, after started to doing this, Google Play will give the version codes. And before 6, we said the application needs to be restarted while downloading on-demand features. And split compat library gives the opportunity as this features actually. And we said bundle source is open source, bundle tool is open source, and we can integrate it to our custom solutions. You can use Android Studio to create app bundles, or you can do this by using terminal. The second command, the highlighted one, creating the APKs from app bundle is important here. You should give the signatures, because if you don't give the signatures, yes, you can create that APKs, but you can't upload it to a device or still emulator. This is the command for installing to device or emulator. If only one device is connected to your computer, or if only one emulator is open, then the first command is enough. But if multiple emulators are open, or you have multiple devices connected, then you can give the connected device as parameter and still upload to a single device. Yes, we have still time. I just want to see you how we can create instant apps. And also, we started to develop an open source project under GDG Istanbul GitHub. We started this summer, and we are doing everything instant enabled, and we are trying to create app bundle, etc. You can look at it to see more details. And today I will use a code source from one of the Google Code Labs. This is an application, a travel application. If you run this, it's open, but I start again. It's a very small application, so we can convert it to a single feature, and we can open it as instant and also install. Yes, we see it. Now, I rename. Yes. I'll change the name and make it base. Okay. Just wait a little. I should change the plugin as feature, and I should say this is base feature. This doesn't need application ID anymore. We should give this to our installed version. First, we will create a module, phone or tablet module, and we will make it. Let's change the app package, installed version. The name of the application is Topeka, so I'll make it install Topeka. Change the package name. I don't need an activity because my whole source at base. I need application IDs here. I need to implement. I changed the wrong one. Sorry. It's here and application ID edit. I need to add. My base feature, it's here. And let's pass to the project view. I don't need that resources. And also, a simple manifest file is enough for us. Another important thing is here, we can't use same package name at different modules under a single project. So we should have changed our base features manifest file package name. At that case, we have to make some code changes. And also, okay. And also the signature of the R file need to be changed. Let's try to run. Maybe we can have a little more mistakes because of packet change. Yes. It didn't change. Why? Project, yeah. Let's solve. Let's try now to run it. I guess because of now data binding, yes, we have only 3 errors. We have to change this too. Now it should be ready. Another data binding, I guess. Yes. Now we have a base feature that including the whole code because our application was too small, and we have a installed module. It's a tablet phone module, and it doesn't have any code resource, just implements base feature as dependency. It opened, but it was too quick. Let's see one more time. Yeah, nothing changed. We could open it. The next step, creating the instant app module actually, and it's easy. And also you are seeing dynamic feature module. If you want to create it, you can create from here, but now we need instant app. Yes. Finish. Cancel. All we need to do here, implement again the best feature. And one more thing, we need to create the links that will open our instant app. I opened this menu under Tools, App Links Assistant. Now I will click Open URL Mapping Editor. Let's close here, and I will open Sign-in activity. This is the package name. I don't need to use it. Example.com. Let's say this is my domain, and this will be the path. And also we can add the HTTPS version of it. Now we will edit the configuration and add the URL. We can select or write. Now it's ready. We can launch. Not maybe because of we have already downloaded this. Yeah, we opened. Is that much easy if we use feature modules? I added the steps. I'll share the presentation later, and this is the web page of the our open source projects under GDG Istanbul. Actually, we are adding the task as open to the community. You can pick some and join to our project. We can go all together. And our DevFest Istanbul is next Sunday. If you want to join, find me or Caner. He's giving another talk at our parallel session. We can give you tickets. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation, Elif. And your questions are coming.
I'll check the questions.
Actually, we have not so many time for questions. I think we can accept only 3.
How much time we have?
A couple minutes.
Okay. There isn't.
But no worries. I think that we can accept 3 questions.
There isn't any questions at online tool, but I can get if there is at post-it. Okay. Thank you. The first one. Whether it is necessary to give the opportunity to try the game before downloading, is the game just appear in Google Play and without downloading will not go to the top? Well, actually there are lots of games and game size are much bigger than the other applications. If you enable this feature, maybe the user first try and if likes can download the whole application, but if the size is much more bigger, even won't try. So you don't have to, it is not necessary, but it's a good opportunity. Why should I use instant apps instead of progressive web applications? Well, you are giving a native experience at here. It's much different than PVA, but it's just like the bridge between PVA and the native applications because the users can click the web page links and download a single feature. Are there any performance issues on old devices? At first, it's download slower than to the others, but only at first. After first downloaded it, you can reach the instant apps from the last used applications. Do users prefer using Google Play Instant Try Now instead of installing? Well, we will see. It's very new, but I guess if it's added, we need it. If there aren't any questions, I guess we complete it. Thank you.